Produces this wax from glands on the underside of her abdomen. The comb is used to store nectar and pollen and to raise young honeybees. Honeybees, like many other insects, have 4 stages in their life cycle: the egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Most of the eggs in the honeycombs are female eggs and will grow into worker bees. Only a few eggs will become male bees. Male honeybees, called drones, do not work in the hive or forage for food. A drone's only job is to mate with a queen from another hive. As you might have guessed, the queen is the leader of a hive. She is the largest bee and is responsible for laying most of the eggs. The social structure of the hive revolves around her. As for the worker bees, it's easy to see where they got their name. After a worker bee emerges as an adult, her first duty is to clean the empty cells of the hive so they can be reused for new eggs or used for storage of nectar, pollen, and honey. A few days after cleaning cells, the worker moves up the job ladder and becomes a nurse bee. Nurse bees treat the queen bee, well, like a queen. They feed her and groom her because the queen is just too busy laying the eggs. Nurse bees also feed and take care of eggs and larvae. After several weeks, the worker bee graduates to the job of searching for nectar and pollen. Foraging honeybees spend their days finding flowers and collecting food for the hive. The nectar that is brought to the hive is made into honey. This sweet food is an important food source for the hive and will help them to survive the cold winter months when nectar and pollen are no longer available. Some worker bees also do guard duty at the entrance of the hive. The guard bees identify each bee entering the hive by smell. All the bees living in a hive have the same scent. It's really a combination of many scents. The scent of flowers brought into the hive, as well as a special queen scent produced only by the queen. The scent is so important that any bee without it will suffer the consequences. The stinger. But don't worry, bees only sting when provoked. So the next time you see a honeybee, remember they aren't out to get you. They're just out hunting for food near a local flower bed, providing a very important service to the plants. During its lifetime, the average worker bee will pollinate over 2 million flowers and fly over 50,000 miles. By helping so many plants reproduce, bees are helping us out too, because other animals and people eat these plants. In fact, most of our food is dependent on pollinating bees. Lucky for us, there are more than 30,000 species to keep up the good work.